what is up? I'm back. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Susie, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on that link or that thumbnail. I don't know what you clicked on, you know what you clicked on, but whatever you clicked on, thanks for clicking on it. I am so glad you are here. So today's video, I'm going to be doing some summer reading suggestions. It's mainly for girls unless guys like to read, you know, kind of like romance, cute, beachy books. I don't know, you know, to each his own, my friends, to each his own. I love books. I read so many, a ridiculous amount. So I just kind of pulled together a couple of books that I've read that I can remember that I think, you know, people might like for summer, or, you know, just some good books to read if you ever are bored and you want to get a book. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. But before we get into the video, don't forget to follow my social medias and like and subscribe. I would love it if you could join this dab family. Hey, you guys rock. Thanks for clicking on this video. Let's get started. The books that I have collected in this little list on my phone, it's kind of a lot, so I'm gonna talk kind of quickly, but some of them are a little bit more mature, some of them are good romance, but there's a lot more to the plot, and then some of them are super lighthearted, fun, cute, sweet. And so the first one is November 9th by Colleen Hoover. This is an adult book, I think. There are some, you know, more romantic scenes, but nothing too graphic. It's a great book about these two people who meet on November 9th, and then like they have to go their separate ways, but like that day is always when it's a good story, you know. The next one is Come Back to Me by Mila Gray. This is also, it's like teen, adult, I don't really know. There's like one or two mature scenes, but I think it's a good book for teens, and it is a really great story. It is about this girl who her brother and her brother's best friend are in the military, and she falls in love with her brother's best friend, and then there's somebody shows up at their door, and it's a person telling them that, you know, someone that they know or love did not make it out, and the whole book is kind of like how she falls in love and her relationship with her brother too, and then like she's figuring out who it is, you know. So it sounds really sad, but it's like, it's a great story. I love that book. The next one is Some Boys by Patty Blunt. This is a teen book. It is a really great love story, but the message behind it is so much stronger than that. It deals with sexual assault and, you know, the repercussions for girls and guys, and how everyone views it, and it's just kind of like, it's a really great story. It kind of changed my life. I love that book a lot, so I definitely suggest it. The next one is called Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. It's a teen book. It's very touching, and I've read all the Sarah Dessen books, like every single one she's written, and they are all very cute, romantic teen books. They all have, like, you know, a nice plot behind them, and they're really cool. But Saint Anything is one that I read a couple months ago, so I really don't remember it, but I remember it was really good. So the next one is Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This is a teen Fallen Angels series, and so it's 4 books if I'm correct. It is great. If you're not into like the Fallen Angel, like mythological kind of thing, then like obviously don't read it. But if that's something that interests you even a little bit, or maybe you read Twilight, or like, you know, any dystopian kind of thing, like these books are so good. Oh my gosh, I read the series twice. Like Hush Hush is just so good. Like the lead guy character, his name is Patch, and like, so good. So yeah, definitely check those out if you can. The next one is Everything by Nicholai. This, if you have like been anywhere except for under a rock, you should know that this is a movie that just came out about the girl who is allergic to everything and has never been outside of her house. It is a great book. The movie was just very different than I pictured it in my head, so I don't know. I really don't like to compare books and movies because I think they're two completely different art forms, but the book is amazing and I would definitely suggest it. The next one is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This is a great teen book. It's definitely super lighthearted and super sweet, and it's just this girl who has like never really truly been in love, and it's just kind of the process that she goes through with this guy, and it's just, I don't know, it's a really great story. It's super cute, and there's a second one and a third one I think, but I only read the first 2. The next one is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is a very cute story as well. I think there's one romantic scene, but it is like the lowest key that you can be like as a romantic scene, and this is a cool story. It has a cool plot to it. It's these next door neighbors who come from very different families, very different lifestyles, and it's just kind of them like bonding and like working through their families. I don't know, it's cool. Next one, Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This is a great summer beach read, really, really cute. I just remember really liking it. How the plot progresses and like how the characters are built, it's just really great. So the next one is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, also by Morgan Matson, and I've read this book twice. I really, really like it. It's this girl has to take a road trip because her family's moving across the country. I think it's from like Florida to California, and it's just so cool because the author actually took the road trip to like, so she could actually gather like, you know, all the correct information to write about, and so everything is like super realistic, and throughout the process like they develop feelings for each other, and it's just like, it's a really cool book. I like it. The next one is Dangerous Lies by Becca Fitzpatrick. It's like a mysterious romance kind of thing, but it's like really good. Like this girl's like on the run because she has like these people after her, and she's in like the protection program where she gets like shipped off to random places, and like her identity is completely hidden, and it's real cool. It makes my life feel really boring. But the next one is called It's All Your Fault by Paul Rudnick. This is a teen book that I actually thought was hilarious. Like, it is meant to be like lighthearted and really funny, and I think that he did a really good job of making it actually funny. Like, I actually was laughing. I wasn't just like, okay. That's a good one if you just want to laugh and just kind of have fun. It's this girl who's like so conservative, and then she just is like put into a whirlwind of like celebrity with her cousin, and it's pretty funny. Okay, the next one is called Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know. It's a really popular book. It is super cute. The love story is like these two unexpected people learning to love each other, I guess, but the ending kind of like, it's one of those endings that's like, you know that's what was supposed to happen and you're happy, but also you're like, could you not give me a little bit more? Like, please? I also read that a long time ago, so I don't know. The next one is Fallen by Lauren Kate. This is another Fallen Angel series. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. I read this book. It's a huge book, and I read it in like 2-3 days maybe, and it's also a series, but like so good. The next one, Slammed by Colleen Hoover. This is the same author who wrote November 9th. The sequel to this book is called Point of Retreat, and they are very, very good. It's about this guy who does slam poetry. Oh god, I can't. It's like, you just, all the plot twists, you're like, are you kidding me? But it's really good. Stay With Me by Mila Gray. This is kind of like a companion book with the Come Back to Me one I was talking about earlier. They're not like sequels, but they kind of go together because, I don't know, you'll get it if you read it, but also so good, very powerful. But that, I think, is an adult book, so I would suggest like only reading it if you are comfortable with like adult scenes. No 50 Shades, but you know, it's just like, I don't know, whatever. The Sun is also a Star by Nicholai. This is the same author that wrote Everything, and this book, guys, please read it. It is such a good love story, but it's so cool because it's like the two most unexpected characters, and they're not just like your regular Jane Doe, John Doe, like white guy and girl. The guy is like this Korean American guy, and like, you know, has it all, whatever, and then the girl is like this Jamaican girl, and it's just like, it's just so good. It has a great ending that will leave you wanting so much more, and I really like it. The next one is called 180 Seconds by Jessica Park. I read this book, here, I have it with me. I read this book in less than a day. I just read it. It's the last book I read, actually, and y'all, oh my god, please just order this. It was like $10. I ordered it off of Amazon, and it came in 2 days, and it was so good. Like, I did not really know what I was expecting, but like, so good. It's so cool too because the story like totally brings in social media, but it brings in like the positive sides of it, you know, and like, which I feel like nobody really knows, but, and it also kind of talks about how people can surprise you with like how good they are. And this girl is like super closed off because she's been in the foster care system, and then like, let me just read this. 3 minutes could change her life forever. Some people live their entire lives without changing their perspective. For Allison Dennis, all it takes is 180 seconds. After a life spent bouncing from one foster home to the next, Allison is determined to keep others at an arm's length. Adopted at 16, she knows better than to believe in the permanence of anything. But as she begins her 3rd year in college, she finds it increasingly difficult to disappear into the white noise pouring from her earbuds. One unsuspecting afternoon, Allison is roped into a social experiment just off campus. Suddenly, she finds herself in front of a crowd, forced to interact with a complete stranger for 180 seconds. Neither she nor Esben Baylor, the dreamy social media star seated opposite her, is prepared for the outcome. When time is called, the intensity of the experience overwhelms Allison and Esben in a way that unnerves and electrifies them both. With a push from her oldest friend, Allison embarks on a journey to find out if what she and Esben shared is a real thing. and if she can finally trust in herself and others and in love. And that sounds kind of cheesy, but like, guys, I really, it made it on like one of my top favorite books. It was really great. Next, pretty much any Colleen Hoover book. They're like more adult, I would say, but I think I've read most of them. They're all pretty good, but don't read them if like you're like a child, please. And okay, my all-time favorite books as of right now, they are not on this list because they're super sad. Like, I know, I don't know, but they're very sad and they're extremely powerful and they don't really fit into like the books that I just listed, but I did bring them here for you guys just so you can kind of see them. This is called Milk and Honey and it's by Rupi Kaur. If I'm not butchering her name, I don't know, but it's a book of poetry. And it says, "This is the journey of surviving through poetry. This is the blood, sweat, tears of 21 years. This is my heart in your hands. This is the hurting, the loving, the breaking, the healing." And it is just like, it is so powerful, and I don't know, each, like on every page or so, there's like artwork, and she takes you through like, you know, times in her life. I love poetry, so this is just like a really cool book. It is on the national bestseller list still. It's been on there for like a bajillion years, so not really, but you know. So if you want something a little more powerful and you like poetry and you kind of want to dig deeper into what the words mean, then definitely get this. This next book is a really important book to me, and I think that nothing will ever compare to like how this book has moved me as a person, but it is called God-Shaped Hole by Tiffany DiBartolo. This is what it looks like. If you don't want to be sad, like, and if you don't want to cry your eyes out, don't even pick up this book. Like, don't even start, because from the get-go you know what is going to happen and it will absolutely break your heart, because it broke mine and I still cry about it when I think about it. So it was that powerful. But just for me, I don't know, I feel like, I hope at least that everyone can find that one book that you see so much of yourself in, that it just completely blows you away. Because I think that's like the amazing part about the written word and about books and writing. People don't understand how powerful it can be until it is that powerful on them, you know? So I've read hundreds of books. Like, I don't even think I can sit down and make a list, because I've been reading book after book after book my whole entire life. But I'm really happy because I finally found that book that I think has just touched my soul in a way that like no other book will, so other than the Bible. But this is awesome just because I saw so much of myself in the main character, because sometimes it is really hard when I feel very alone and very isolated and hurt and I don't want to, you know, do anything. I don't know, really sad almost the whole time. But this is definitely my favorite book, so I would suggest not reading it, I think, unless you're ready and you're at the time in your life, you know. Those are my book suggestions for summer. Yeah, I hope you read one of them, two of them, all of them, I don't know, but all of the, you know, little romance books I listed are all really fun reads. Some of them, you know, make your heart race, some of them make you blush, I don't know, but I hope this helped you. I hope that you read the books and enjoy them as much as I did. If you want more book suggestions or you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. Comment down below any questions you have, if you want more books, or if you want to talk about the books, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have an amazing, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, blessed by God and unicorns day and week and life, and I will see you guys in my next video.